Let's talk about work. We all feel it, don't we? That constant grind that leaves us exhausted by the end of the day. It is interesting to look at the world today. In places like South Korea, people often work 16-hour days, and the burnout is real. Meanwhile, in France, there is a huge push to cap the work week at just 35 hours because people feel like they have no time to actually live. But here is a fascinating comparison. The Buddha worked incredibly hard. Historical accounts suggest he spent over 20 hours a day teaching and helping others. Yet, he never felt burdened. He wasn't stressed or overwhelmed. Why? Because he enjoyed his life completely. He didn't see his work as a heavy weight to carry. He saw it as a natural expression of his purpose. One of the biggest weights we carry in modern life isn't actually our job, it's how we react to other people. There's a famous story where someone came up to the Buddha and started insulting him. They called him a beggar and told him to get a real job. Most of us would be furious. We would be drafting a comeback or feeling hurt for days. But the Buddha just stayed calm. He essentially told the man, "That is your problem, not mine." Think about that for a second. When someone is rude to you, or when you read a mean comment online, reacting to it is like picking up a heavy stone that someone threw at you. If you don't pick it up, you don't have to carry the weight. Every time we react to negativity, we are adding a burden to our day that doesn't need to be there. So how do we actually handle our emotions? Try this. Treat your mind like a television screen. When you are watching a movie and the main character starts crying, you don't usually start sobbing uncontrollably in your living room. You recognize it's just a scene. When characters are screaming at each other on screen, you don't start screaming back. You are just the observer. Our thoughts and feelings are just like those TV scenes. When anger pops up or when you feel stressed, try to step back. Don't jump into the movie. Just watch the thought and realize that there is a stressful thought passing through. If you can keep that distance, you will realize that these feelings don't have to control you. Eventually, you reach a point where you are at peace, whether the screen is active or not. Here is a hard truth. Our obsession with constant excitement is actually making us miserable. In many cultures, young people often feel that if there isn't something exciting happening, life feels meaningless. But excitement is actually a burden. It is a constant demand for stimulation. Think about our daily routine. We check our phones the second we wake up. We scroll through social media for hours. We go to the fridge and eat even when we aren't hungry, just for something to do. And when the stimulation stops, we feel empty. We buy the best clothes, the newest gadgets, and the most expensive things, but we still feel like we are missing something. This is because we are burdened by the constant need for the next big thing. We have lost the ability to see the beauty in what we already have. How do we handle these distractions? Distraction enter through our senses. You see an advertisement for a new phone, or a friend tells you about a new trend. At that moment, it is just information. The problem starts when our mind takes that information and turns it into a want. I need that. I want to go there. That want is what drives you to spend money or keeps you up late browsing online. Mindfulness isn't about sitting perfectly still. with your eyes closed for hours. It is about catching that want in the act. Next time you feel the urge to buy something or do something impulsive, just stop and acknowledge it. Tell yourself, this is a desire. This is just a reaction. Once you label it, the desire loses its power over you. You get to decide if you want to follow it or just let it pass. The real superpower of mindfulness is the ability to stop. Most of us know how to think, but very few of us know how to stop thinking. When we get angry, we can't stop the spiral. When we worry, we can't turn off the what-ifs. Developing mindfulness gives you an off switch. It helps you think clearly when you need to, but also allows you to rest your mind when you don't. Even when we do something spiritual, we need to be present. If your eyes are on a peaceful image, but your mind is at the office, you aren't really there. Quality of life isn't about how much stuff you have or how many countries you have visited. It is about how much control you have over your own mind. When you have awareness, you can stop the bad habits and grow the good ones. Take a breath, observe your screen, and let go of the extra weight. Peace isn't something you find. It's what's left when you stop carrying the burdens that don't belong to you.